Wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson, flush to his right. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And got his man, complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 54 yards. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Black shot. Red cycle.
On first down, Lance. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's Lance. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Room here to run. Touchdown, 49ers. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Niners have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
This will be caught at Samuel. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
10 cycles.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
set.
Now Lance. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. A solid return, pretty good field position. Start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Watson. His throw incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And here's Kamara on the read option. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 44. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. On 4th down, Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Slide through.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Drill green. Blue striker.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Lance. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line.
43 rail. Cut.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Ready?
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw is Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
10 cycles. Black Ultra. Triple 38.
Lance looking to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! George Kittle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They run. It's Kamara. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Field, black. Watch out now. Stick. Green jack. Blaster, stick.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Strikers, 3-3. Red, yellow. Eat on blue. Red.
Here's Lance to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Here we go.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Blaster, huge, yellow. White, smash, red. Blue,
in motion, the tight end.
claws, red.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Sly able to put this one through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fields this way up at the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, they'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, he sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Spike 60. Slide 2. Ready?
Lance now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 28 yards. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.